Hi, it's been a minute. How are you? I'm hungry. I'm coming at you with a very impromptu, totally didn't plan it, but felt like talking to somebody while sitting in my car. I got Panera. I got the you pick two, but I picked three. This is the apple salad with no chicken. And then I got the tuna Sammy. Classic, loving their tuna Sammy. And then for the side, French baguette chips. Wait, French baguette, multigrain baguette, chips, or an apple? No, thank you, ma'am. I went with the, what is this? Cucumber, tomato, basil salad moment. So that's my three. I finessed the system, but I did pay an extra $1.99 for it. How are you? It's been a minute. It's been a couple minutes. It's been a couple months since I've uploaded on this channel. Things just got busy and I just fell off, and then 1 week turned into 2 missed weeks. And then I was like, you know what? Neglect, you know? But I need to treat this channel like my child and not have Child Protective Services called on my channel, okay? I love these like dried apples. Such a satisfying texture. Let me just tell you, life's been crazy. A lot has happened. A lot has changed. But we're still here. How are you? Let me know down below what you order at Panera. What is your pick too? I thought about getting a soup because today it is a little cold and like dreary, but not yet. I'm not ready yet. Ready for fall, but like not a soup just yet, you know? Do you know what I mean? Oh man. So when I was driving here, there was a girl driving behind me very fast. She's a younger girl. And she was like riding my ass for a minute. And then we go over like this little speed bump. And the front of her car, she like, it wasn't quite a RAV4, but it looked like a RAV4, like touched the ground. And then I looked at her tire, and her tire was beyond drivable. I was like, girl, fix that. And then I don't know why, but it stressed me out so much that she was driving behind me with essentially a flat tire. And then she had her hand out the window, like just main character chillin' vibes, like, and I couldn't tell if she was waving at me. So I looked and I'm like, I don't think I know this girl. I'm pretty sure I don't know this girl. But I was like, wait, do I know this girl? Who is this? Is she waving me down because she needs me to change her tire? Which I did before. The first time I ever changed my own tire, I changed my own tire. And then I was on a film set the next week. It might have been the following weekend. And one of the actors came, and his tire, he had like flat tire. And I was like, I know how to do this. I've watched one YouTube tutorial. I'm basically a professional. I'm sorry, that was so gross. I'm gonna have to edit that out. And I was like, everybody gather around, watch this magic. And I did it, no problem. I don't know if he got home okay. Never heard from the man again. But he was on set for one day. And I was like, yeah, this is the quality service you get when you're on set with me. What was that for? Oh, oh my gosh. So sometimes it's not super common, but in like the indie film world, sometimes like you film a trailer and then get funding for the movie and then you film the movie. So we were just filming the trailer. Script was written, it was all good to go. They just needed, I don't know if they were doing crowdfunding or what. Honestly, don't even know if the movie was ever made. But there was a girl on set that I didn't vibe with. Only reason I didn't vibe with her was because she was absolutely rude to me. Rude to so many other people on set. She had, she was in charge of lighting. She was, on the G&E team. I don't remember if she was the gaffer. She may have been. Anyway, she helped take one of Kyle Abstract's, if you know who Kyle Abstract is, one of his album covers. She helped light it. And he had just been on, like, I think it was Jimmy Fallon. It might have been Jimmy Kimmel. I don't know. One of the Jimmys. And it was like the night before. So she thought she was all high and mighty, which is good for you. Truly, from the bottom of my heart, like, I love to see people thrive and, like, that's amazing. But you're not better than anybody else, like, just because you did that. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's an achievement. Like, where, you know, your little badge of honor, got it, but also be compassionate and a kind human being. And she was not a kind human being. Like, to the point where craft services came up and they were still setting up for the scene. And I was just like, hey, craft services is here. Can I get you guys anything? Mind you, that's not what I was there to do. I was not a production assistant. I was a producer and an assistant director, but I was like, can I get anybody anything? Literally turned to me, looked me up and down, turned around. I was like, oh, okay, noted. So a couple days later, we're still filming and we're in this luxe, brand new apartment building. It was off Washington Ave in Philadelphia. And we were filming in the showroom. So like what the apartment building like shows to people, we turned that into a set, paid for it. Thank God. had insurance. I'll tell you why in a second. So homegirl, we're filming a scene and all of a sudden the sprinklers go off. Have you ever been in a building where not the fire alarm, the sprinklers go off? Oh, there's a popo. Hide my purse. Just kidding. Well, the sprinklers were incredibly powerful and did not shut off. The fire department came. It flooded the entire set. The camera had to rush into a stairwell where it wasn't like where the sprinklers weren't going off. The sprinklers were going off in the room we had and the room next to it where somebody was actually living, like actually had stuff. And I was like, oh. So turns out this girl who was all high and mighty threw up one of the largest industrial lights, and it was so hot. The sprinkler has, I guess, wax on one of the sensors so that it's not smoke that sets it off, it's heat. And the heat from the giant light, and I'm talking like it was the size of like a outside trash can lid, like think that big, or like a sledding toboggan. That's how big the light itself was. Had set off the sprinkler. Oh my gosh, it was horrifying to watch the repercussions of that. It on a set where everybody's under so much stress anyway. Ooh. The director was not happy, and I was like I was doing my best, going above and beyond, contacting the fastest like flood cleanup crew. When I tell you, so I'm like, yeah, I don't even know how I got on the story, but when I tell you, I was in my Doc Marten boots, and the water was up over my Doc Marten boots and in my shoe. That's how much it was flooding in this apartment. Below, thank God we were only on the first floor. Below, they were building a bakery. The bakery was not open. They were still painting it. Flood damage everywhere. Everywhere. And everybody who lived in the building was so pissed at anybody who was filming because they knew that people were filming. That was a learning curve for, I think, a lot of us. And she was humbled and spoke to me the next day. And still, I was beyond, way kinder to her than I should have been, but she was like mortified. Everybody knew it was her. She got kicked off the set after that because we needed to replace her. She felt awful. And I talked to her, I was like, you know, mistakes happen. We're all human. I know you didn't purposefully do that. No one in their right mind would, but it's like, and I didn't say this, but I'm like, this just proves like you don't know everything. And now you watching this know how sprinklers work. Horrifying time. I'm neglecting the salad moment. I'm not as hungry as I thought I was. This smells delightful. This smells like summer. Oh, let me take this bite. Anyway, I don't know how I got on that. How are you? How are you doing? Oh boy. Summer's pretty much over, but this tastes like a delicious summer salad to me. So, I'm going to try my best to continue to upload to this channel. At least every Monday. Mukbang Mondays. I like doing this. I like watching other people who do it. It's therapeutic for me. I feel like in a long day of work, a lot of the times, especially if I'm heavily editing, I'm not having much human interaction. And I don't quite know if I want human interaction, but I want to like talk. A one-sided conversation, if you will. I'm just kidding. But I do miss doing this a lot. I'm also not going to do a quiz in this video. If you're new here, I would always do a BuzzFeed quiz, but I'm filming right now on my phone rather than my camera, just because I literally didn't plan this. I just picked up my food, I sat in my car, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna film because I want to. Oh, this is a little salty as I got to the bottom. Some would say a little too salty. Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't finish anything here, and I don't think I'm going to. I'm working on like slowing down once I start feeling fuller, so I don't have to sit and be bloated for the rest of the time, which is an issue that I'm working on. You should work on your issues too. We're all works in progress. We're all works in progress. Respect yourself, respect other people. And if you do big shit and you work with Kevin Abstract and then you're on a film set, for a moment you might be a little too big for your britches. Still not exactly sure what that means, but I think it translates. If not, clearly I don't remember how to end these videos. Oh, look at that product placement. I love you so much. Thank you for watching. If you made this, thank you so much. I love you so much. If you made it this far, subscribe. I love you. Bye.